In this video...
Do you know what I've done? He's rushing things. Stop rushing, Rob. Let's see what happens. Glass jars, well in this case, honey jars. I've got loads of these left over because I have honey in my tea. So waste not, want not, recycle. So I use these for putting screws, nuts and bolts in and hardware, that sort of thing. And you may have seen in another video that I did a rack system above my workbench, but I've had another idea. I can store them using a product that I've been wanting to use for a long time. Hello sheddies, and join me again in my shed. Here they all are. To be honest with you, I've not filled them up yet. I need to take a load of stickers off as well. But as you can see, let's grab one. Let's got elastic bands in actually, but look, little holes in this CLS timber. Well, it's, what was it, 90 by about 40 mil. Cut a load of holes in, screwed it to this underside of this shelf, and then just slotted them in. The reason why I put the cap first in, so we can see at the bottom what's in there. I'm going to put a little labelling system on there at some point, like a reference point, like number each one, and then put a chart on the wall. There. So the product I bought is Shadowfoam. You may have seen this product before. I've never used it. Always been interested to see how it works out. So I bought a sample piece and a cutting kit, I think it is. But anyway, let's have a look. First of all, look at my cutting board, look. I've lent it against a cupboard and it's bowed. Used to be a lot more supple, this did, but anyway, it will flatten out. Right, first thing, glasses. Whoop. So here it is. I got a sample piece and it's 70 mil wide. This was I think this was a £5, but you get a £5 voucher when you buy it. So I think if you buy more, then it's going to work out, well, free. Yeah, about 200 by 300 millish. You can see the layers in there. I don't know if you've ever seen these before, but you put tools on top, cut them out, and then you can set the tools in there like spanners, screwdrivers, etc., which I want to experiment more in a future video. But for now, I just want to try this out. If it works, then I want to buy more of this. So, bit of foam, load of stickers from Shadowfoam. There we go, £5 voucher. I've covered up the code so you don't use it. Not that you would, of course. And this is the cutting kit. Oh, it is a cutting kit, basic one. There is a better one than this. It's got extra tools in there for more advanced cutting out. There's all sorts you can do. It's worth checking out their website, and they've got a YouTube channel as well, by the way. All the applications you can use it for putting foam in toolboxes, on tool walls, whatever. It looks really good as well, and it looks simple, but those are famous last words for me anyway. Let's open it up. So let's get rid of this box. Everything else is out of there. Get rid of that. Okay, so in this box, oh, look at that, look. Right, pair of gloves, anti-cut level 5 gloves come with it. Oh, and by the way, this is 14, I might be wrong, but 14.95ish, let's say 15 quid. And there's an offer on there at the minute where you get 50% off. But there's all sorts of offers on there. Basically, it cost me £7.50 and £5, which I'm going to get back. So, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to buy some of this foam anyway, so I'll use the voucher. So it's cost me £7.50. The scalpel holder, I think it is. Pair of faucets. Is it faucets? 5 scalpel blades. Instructions. I want another sticker. Forceps, attach and remove the blade on the handle. Change the blades regularly because the dual blade can snag the foam and get jagged. Now that sort of leads on to a sort of question I asked Shadowfoam, but we'll come on to that in a minute. When creating layout, leave at least 5 mil between each item. Take a picture of your layout so you don't forget what it looks like. Good idea. There's a video on how to do this as well, but so I've watched it first briefly. So the first thing you do, I think, the gloves on. First of all, if you haven't guessed, I'm going to put the jars in here. So I'm going to cut out and then mount the jars in there. Now I'm wondering if I can mount it vertically and slot them in that way. But what I'm thinking is, could I use my hole saw on these like I did on wood? Now, I asked Shadowfoam the question, but they sort of recommended just you doing it the way it should be used for because that hasn't been tested. So, but they said, look, if you want to do whatever you want to do, it's your foam, you do what you like. But I have no idea if that's going to work. But they certainly said they do not advise it. And I've got a feeling why, because I think it's going to snag and rip. But anyway, I'm going to slice a piece off, I think, to do a sample piece. And then we'll use the rest of it to put some jars in just to see if it works, see if it's stable enough. I don't know how big I can make it vertically because it might start flexing. But then I'm thinking putting a backboard on the back. And maybe, I don't know where this will lead. We have a board on the front as well with slightly bigger holes to support the front end, so it's sandwiched between 2 pieces of wood, and it's the foam that actually holds the jars in there. Anyway, who knows where it will lead, but we've got to start somewhere. So I think what I'll do first It's got a piece. I don't know. Let's get the jars. Loads of these jars. I've got hundreds. Right. There's a few. Let's move that out of the way for now. Look at them rolling away from the Boeing cutting board. And again, I might pop them in that way so we can see what's in there. But will it get snagged on the lid? Do I cut it all the way through as well? That's another question, because if I do it, say, that much, is it going to hold in place and not fall out? There's going to be a fair bit of weight in there. Or do we go to the last layer? Or do we go right to the end? Or do we go all the way through? Don't know. Processors. So on this piece, let's just start off with probably 4. We'll cut this piece off, just see how the hole saw works. Have I got a hole saw that's exactly the same size as these? That's a different story. For these, I'll cut out, as you should cut them out, with the scalpel. So what do I do first? Let's find out if I've got a hole saw that's the right size. Nope. This is the one I used for the piece of wood, which is bigger, so that's going to be no good. Maybe, I haven't got the right size, but I can get one if this sort of works. So why don't I just cut a hole with this and just see if that works first? Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, got something jammed in there. Take that out first. I was just rummaging and I found one, look. Is it going to be too big though? Ooh, I don't have any friction on it. But we'll give that one a try instead. And I probably need to find a way of gripping this, so I think I might use the pillar drill. No, I think I'm going to use my drill instead. With this, I want to get a slower speed. I'll probably not get it completely vertical, but it's a trial run. So instead of cutting this off, we'll just try the end piece first. Spacing this out quite a bit, actually. It is the sample piece, so let's just do that one. Right, let's see what happens. Right, first, without clamping it. Ooh, it's biting. Let's take it out and have a look. Yeah, it's ripping it. Yeah, I thought that might happen. I did actually think of having a smooth one of these and heating it up, maybe. In it to win it, let's go all the way in. As an experiment, it's torquing up. It's got to the top. That now, what you normally do is I should have probably done it the other way around first to show you the scalpel in case you've not seen it before. But what you normally do is peel it back once you've cut out. So let's just peel this back. Not the neatest, but I sort of expected that. Let's go a bit deeper. It's cutting through very easily. Take a bit more out. As you can see, this is in layers. I don't think it pulls out a layer at a time. I think you can pull half a layer out as well. Again, I've not used this before. I'm going in at the deep end. Usual me. Probably ought to see if that fits. Ah, it's too big. But the concept is almost okay. I wonder if I can sort of, when I'm finished, just heat that edge up. Well, we'll do this one, and then we'll do the other one as it should be done. I'm going to come through the other side in a second. Like another layer coming out. As you can see, a layer at a time. Yeah, it is a bit rough around the edges. Sorry to interrupt, but if you give me a thumbs up, it really helps the channel out. Cheers. It's all about, isn't it, experimentation. Well, it would work if it was a smaller hole cutter, I think. I think these are 76mm, as I remember. Where's my calipers? I should have done this first, really. What are we at? 66mm. A hole cutter is 70. So I really need like probably a 65mm if there is such a hole cutter. Get one there. The gloves on for the next one. Ooh, they feel nice. Right, scalpel handle, and then one of these blades. Super sharp. Lockable forceps. It's locked off on the first tooth and it's gripping it really well. I watched the video and it looked really easy on there. I'm probably doing this completely wrong. Do you know what I've done? Put it the wrong way round, look. Typical. I need to pay attention more. So it goes that way. There we go. So it slots into the angle there. Now, do I hold it there or at the back? 250, I'm going to get it wrong. There, that's it. Ready to cut. So what you normally do, pair of needle nose pliers there, not in the best state. Hold it lightly, on the position you want it at. Lightly cut all the way around. On the inside, all the way around it. Then take it away so you can open it up and you can just see where the lines are. And then you go down about 20 mil. Obviously look at the depth of it first and then decide how far you want to go down. But I don't think it matters. You can go down about 25 mil, even though that's only about, what, 18 mil. Because it's all down to how much you rip away. Anyway, let's do it with a jar. Let's put that there. Again, it's a trial piece. So, quite sharp. I'll just cut all the way around. Bit hard for me because the camera's right in my face. I'm just doing it lightly. This is probably going to look awful. It's my first one. Okay. Right, we can just see the outline, I think. So if we, can see it opening up. I need some more light here. Or clean my glasses. If we go deeper into the cut line. Oh, I made a boo-boo. I know you can actually buy some special glue. You can, if you're making mistakes, you can glue it back together. And if I take the glove off, you should be able to peel the first layer away. Oh, ballsed up there, look. Never mind. Not the end of the world. I think I know where I went. Yeah, did I go a bit? Yeah, I went off track there, didn't I? Then go further down. Look at that mistake there, look. Never mind, let's do a test fit. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's only, what is it? About down to here. And it's gripping. Look at that, look. Now, do we need to go any deeper? That's solid. That is solid. I think because the lid's on there, it's resisting a bit. Put it in that way. Oh, it feels solid though. Oh yeah. Oh, I like that. Do like that. Now, if I fix that onto a wall somewhere with a surround, probably doesn't even need to go that deep actually. It's gripping it really well. Obviously, we don't want it to fall and break on the floor. Right, let's get all my screws in. Feel the air push it out as it goes in. You can get a template to cut little half circles so you can get your fingers underneath tools to get them out. I'll probably do the same here. Just a little half circle both sides, probably to let the air out. Don't know. That works. So if I got a big piece of this, make a display for nuts and bolts, etc. I'll probably have to reinforce it, make a frame around it and a backboard maybe. But for a trial run, ain't too bad. Shame about that. I think if I got the right size hole saw, it would work. It's a bit rough around, well, that's rough around the edges because of my cutting, but you can see, like, it's torn out a bit. But maybe heat up the edge a bit just to smooth it off. I've got a few products to do, like it looks like a big soldering iron, and it's got an end on there so you can sort of melt all the rough edges, and then do like a disc. I can't remember the name of it now. A skimmer, I think it is. It's a bit that puts into a drill, and you can sort of skim all these edges off. Have a look on their website. Let's do another one and not do it as deep. See what we can get away with. I'm not concentrating, I keep going off. I probably should be doing it without a camera above me. But you want to see this, including my mistakes. I should be only doing this lightly. I shouldn't be going so deep. It's rushing things. Stop rushing, Rob. You can see what I've done here. I've gone a bit off. Yeah, balls up there. So I'm just taking off that much. So about 10 mil. Now 10 mil I don't think it's going to be enough, but it's still, it's still holding it. Yeah, that'll fall out. It's a bit rough, that bottom bit, but I'll neaten that up. I just want to go a bit deeper, so it's less than that. Probably one layer lower than that. In. That ain't going nowhere. Beautiful. So when I take the stickers off, you can also see what's in the jars. I think the lid sort of gives it too much resistance. I think it might, I don't know. It's not that bad. Fantastic. Right, I think I'm going to order some more of this and we'll do a big jar storage system in the workshop. So to be continued. I'm really impressed with this stuff. As I say, I've been wanting to use it for years, and I thought this was a good opportunity. And I think I'll use it more for the tool wall, because you can put power tools in there as well, put them in drawers, put them in toolboxes, cupboards, whatever. The service levels are spot on. It was dispatched immediately, like next day. I asked them a few questions on their website, immediately came back to me as well. So I'll put a link below to Shadowfoam's website and their YouTube channel, and say Rob from Weekend Shedhead says hello. And if you're watching Shadowfoam, I'm ordering more. And I know I got a lot of things wrong, including the scalpel. I shouldn't be holding it more vertically, and probably a load more other things. But it's my first go. I think what I'll do is make a big display storage rack for these jars on a wall on my shed workshop somewhere. Don't know where yet, we'll find a space. But I've got so many of these jars. It's a good way of recycling as well. Plus with a jar, you can take it off and you've got a lid on it. Obviously don't break them. I think what I'll do is get another hole saw, around 65mm, see if that works. I'm not too bothered about the rough edges around the outside. I may seal it up, or I'm making a blade that's with a finer tooth on there maybe. Or maybe get some pipe, heat it up and melt it. I don't know. That's the fun of the shed, the workshop. We play around, we have fun, and we experiment. Safely, of course. Which reminds me, I'm just a DIYer at home at the end of my shed, my workshop. So don't do as I do, do what's right for you. If I've missed anything, or you've got any ideas or thoughts or whatever, please put them in the comments below. It helps me and others. If you're new here, please subscribe. Got loads more videos to come. I've got loads on my channel. I'll put a link to all my tool reviews around here somewhere now. And I think that's about it. So see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. And remember, keep calm and head to the shed. Cheers. See you next time on Weekend Shedhead.